This is the Ferrum region, where we are now. It's a huge island surrounded by nothing but the ocean itself. Ferrum battles are super popular here, if you hadn't already guessed. The types of battles differ a bit from city to city, so I'll just give you the short and sweet version. To start off, right now we're here in Old Ferrum Town. It's also known as My Town, and here you can check your battle data and change your settings, stuff like that. Don't worry, whenever we head to a new area, I'll give you the rundown. I've got your back. Next up is right here, Ferrum Stadium. This is where the Ferrum League is held. This is a single-player mode where you battle your way to victory in the official league. Next up is Tellertown, I suppose. Here you can join in casual matches against CPU opponents. When you want to battle against your friends, you should head over to Selen Island. There, you can battle using the gamepad and one additional controller. And then there's Neos City, where you can battle against online players from around the globe. Oh, right, I forgot one other important place. In Techna City, you can learn all sorts of stuff about battles and practice a bit too. I'll give you a nice little walkthrough in the tutorial. Alrighty then, guess I went on a bit longer than planned, but that should be just about everything. Feel free to start off wherever you want, but I think you might be best off heading to Techna City to play through the tutorial and learn the basics of Ferrum battles. Here, you can learn about Ferrum battles and practice as much as you see fit. In the tutorial, I'll teach you all about battling from the basics. In free training, you can use a number of settings to practice however you see fit. I'd recommend starting off with my tutorial. Oh, right. You can use the pause menu during battle to check your Pokémon's move list. It's pretty useful, so make sure to use it. Which Pokémon are you battling with? In this course, I'll teach you all about the basics of the game. Now then, what shall we start with? Alrighty, I guess we better start off learning how to move. Go ahead and try moving your Pokémon. You can use the plus control pad to move around the field. You can also jump with the B button. If you press in the same direction twice on the plus control pad, you can step forward and back or side to side. Okay! Next up, we'll learn how to attack. Press this button to use long-distance attacks. Long-distance attacks are called ranged attacks. Nice! Next, press this button over and over again. You'll launch an attack that'll chase down your opponent. There you go! Now you're getting it! Alrighty then, now here's the important part. All battles consist of two states, field phase and duel phase. At the start of the battle, where we are right now, is field phase. And this is duel phase. Now then, how do you go about changing phases? Well, you see, if you land a certain type of attack, you'll shift phases. Let's check out this demonstration. Alrighty, now try to shift to duel phase. Try to hit your opponent with this attack. Okay! In duel phase, you can dish out some serious damage. But close quarter combat is risky too. Here's where the real battle goes down. But you'll need to be careful. The way you move around differs a bit from field phase. Let's practice moving around in duel phase. By pressing forward twice on the plus control pad, you can perform a forward dash step. By pressing back twice on the plus control pad, you can perform a backward dash step. You can jump using the B button. In duel phase, the action is highly varied. Off. Left. You can also just land a bunch of hits and send them flying back into field phase like this. Someone with wits like yours has probably already figured this out. Battles will involve shifting back and forth between field phase and duel phase. Plus, when you cause a phase shift, you'll get a nice little bonus. And by that, I mean you'll fill up your synergy gauge. We'll talk more about how to use the synergy gauge later on. Ah, right. I forgot to tell you. You can block by pressing the R button. By blocking, you can all but completely defend against your opponent's attack. Alrighty, let's try to block an attack. Just hold down the R button and you'll be fine. Whenever you're in a pinch. All right, keep an eye right here on the screen. This This is your synergy gauge. Your synergy gauge will fill up as you land or take hits. Once your synergy gauge is full, try pressing the L and R buttons together. Your Pokémon used its Synergy Burst. Your Pokémon will be superpowered while it's in Synergy Burst. Wreak havoc with Synergy Burst. You can use a burst attack once during every Synergy Burst. Try using a burst attack. Land a hit to deal some huge damage. You definitely don't want to miss your chance.
Tutorial finished.
Choose your Pokémon. In this course, I'll tell you all you need to know about battles and teach you some techniques you can put to use right away. Press this to perform a long-distance attack aimed forward. It's great because you can use these attacks to shift into dual phase, even from a distance. This is what you'll want to strive for in field phase. Try. Nice! Press the X button while jumping in field phase and land a hit, and you'll cause a phase shift. You'll want to get the timing right, just as you jump to dodge an oncoming attack. Try to land a jump attack. There you go! Now you're getting it! During dual phase, if you land a hit with the Y button, press the Y button rapidly. Land consecutive hits to get a combo. This is what we call a Poké Combo. Land a Poké Combo. While you're still getting the hang of battles, make sure to shoot for lots of Poké Combos. A counterattack absorbs an incoming attack and quickly dishes out a counterblow. Time it just right, and you'll be able to strike back at your opponent. You can use counterattacks in both field phase and dual phase. Try to counter your opponent's attack. Latch onto your opponent and land blow after blow. That's what grab attacks are all about. By using grab attacks, you can break through your opponent's block. On top of that, grab attacks are always super effective against counterattacks. That being said, they're not very effective against normal attacks. Use a grab attack on your opponent. Nicely done! Counterattacks beat normal attacks. Grab attacks beat counterattacks. And normal attacks beat grab attacks. Basically, this attack triangle is like a fancy game of rock, paper, scissors. Trainers who master this attack triangle will take control of the battle. Probably. This thing over here is called the support gauge. Your support gauge will fill up as time passes. And once your support gauge is full, press the L button and try calling in a support. It'll come in and use one of its Pokkén moves to help you out. Nice! During the planning time before each round, you can switch out the support Pokkén you want to use. You can choose which support Pokkén you want to use from your active support set. You can select a support Pokkén that suits your battle strategy, or maybe even select a support Pokkén that'll help you out against a particular opponent. Support Pokkén come in 3 different types: Attack, Disrupt, and Enhance. Attack-type support Pokkén come in handy when you want to deal out damage and push your opponent back. Disrupt-type support Pokkén typically swoop in to block your opponent's movements. Sometimes they can even counter your opponent's attacks. Enhance-type support Pokkén will power up your Pokkén or heal some of your HP, things like that. Pick a support Pokkén that suits your playstyle, and be sure to use it when the time's right. Sometimes, when you use support Pokkén, your battle Pokkén will receive a status. These statuses include positive statuses and negative statuses. First things first, positive statuses. While you're under the effect of a positive status, you'll get some sort of advantage. For instance, Eevee will give you a positive status that grants you a temporary increase to your attack. The effect depends on the support Pokkén, but things will be in your favor while you have a positive status. Next up, we have negative statuses. Get hit with a negative status, and you'll temporarily be at a disadvantage. Take Emolga, for example. He'll hit you with an attack that temporarily reduces your speed. Use these statuses to your advantage to get the lead in battle. Between rounds, I'll drop in to cheer you on. Depending on whether you win or lose a round, your support gauge or your synergy gauge may get a boost. There are several types of cheering you might receive. There are cheer skills that are in effect from the first round, as well as those with special effect. Be sure to test out any new cheer skills you get. Sometimes, during field phase, you'll find power scattered around. You can pick up this power to fill up your synergy gauge. Power on the field will disappear if you don't pick it up after a certain amount of time. Go ahead and pick up the power that appears on the field. The tide of the battle can really change depending on where the power appears on the field. Now, let me tell you a bit about each battle Pokémon's recommended actions. Why don't you try this out? Nice! Next, give this a shot. Nicely done! All right, and now this.
Tutorial finish.
You can battle against CPU trainers here. Unlike normal battles, you can change the settings and enjoy a different take than usual. I'd recommend this mode when you just want to kick back and enjoy yourself. Choose your Pokémon. Picking a support set is always a tough choice, isn't it? Which Pokémon do you want to tag for support? I always just go with my gut.
Round 1.
When facing off against this opponent, I advise you to get in close. This is bad. Your opponent killed some of their synergy gauge. Time to recalibrate your attacks from field phase. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. Nice! Keep up your fighting. You're starting to get your synergy gauge is full. Now's your chance to use Burst. Pick up your support gauges. Awesome! Let's jump right into the next round. That battle was awesome. Can I expect some more of that for the next one?
Round 2.
Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle. They've recovered some of their synergy gauge. Synergy gauge up. All right, you've got a chance. Keep it up. But don't get careless. You're good to use Synergy Burst anytime now. Your support gauge is full. You're in burst mode! This is your big chance! Cause a phase shift for attack. Time is halfway up. Awesome! So, how about it? How are you feeling after that battle? Choose your Pokkén. Picking a support set is always a tough choice, isn't it? Pokkén do you want to tag for support? I always just go with my gut.
Round 1.
Just do your thing, you'll be fine. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. Keep it up. Attack, attack, attack. Your synergy gauge is full. Now's your chance. You hit first. Nice. Your support gauge is full. The next round is where it counts. All right, keep that up for the next battle.
Round 2.
All right then, let's give it a shot. I choose you. Synergy gauge up. Still too early to use your synergy burst. Oh, your synergy gauge is full. Your support gauge is full. Great battle! Whew, that was awesome! By-the-book battles are nice, but a fun match isn't bad either.